Okay, I want to take a look right now at dimensional shift because I believe there is one that either just happened or is happening right now. So let's just see what comes with this specific shift. Now, what I want to look at is either side of this because we'll look at what is kind of being left behind and what is appearing on either side of this shift. Wow. Every single card here is reversed. And as I check, I don't have all of the cards reversed, so this is just everything is upside down. Okay, so the root card is the reverse Three of Pentacles, and that is showing a collaboration that cannot continue to work. The three is when these three different people are trying to work together. Normally, they're all peers, and it's a creative collaboration. But here, it's like something about that stops. Now, normally, what happens is one of the three people decides that their opinion is worth more than the other people's opinions, right? Because normally the reason it works is because there's no clear leader and they're all peers. But one of them probably decides that they carry more weight than the others, and then it just breaks down. So the main card showing this dimensional doorway, we'll say, is a reversed Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is about how much hope that someone has that the future can be different than the past. And this is when hope is lost. So that's not very good. And what is being left behind, the Hermit reversed is probably the inability to have space to figure out what it is that you want to do to get back to yourself. It looks like maybe before there was an inability to sort of have that. I don't know if it's alone time or just some environmental factor that would allow you to look inward, but it looks like it wasn't there before. And that part gets left behind, but is replaced by a reverse Chariot, which is pretty much being stuck. So we have a collaboration that breaks down. We have hope that is lost. And as it moves forward, it runs into just basically spinning your wheels and being stuck. None of this looks good. So let's just continue to see what is coming with this. And it's a reversed Four of Wands. That is a commitment that is broken. And that's probably going to bounce off of this reverse Three of Pentacles where the collaboration breaks down. But I wouldn't be surprised if with this sort of dimensional gate or whatever the fuck, right? If people that you've been working together with, if it just suddenly kind of falls to shit, that is what we see here. And it looks like it might be important to break some of the commitments that you have previously made. What else do we get? And it won't feel good when it happens. Five of Swords is talking about insult, and there's not much you can do about it. Okay. Now, let's look for some sort of golden rope here because everything about this specific dimensional shift looks bad. So there's always something. There's always something to find that can be grabbed onto. So what is our golden rope? Ace of Swords. Now, this kind of makes sense because the rest of this would feel like bottom energy, like hitting the bottom, And the Ace of Swords is taking full responsibility for what happens to you, and therefore you have full control. Now, looking at this as a whole, it looks like there have been commitments made and people that we have been working with, and that's just not going to continue to be sustainable. So it's probably a lot of trying to make shit work on our own, where before we had some sort of support. Um, I guess I'm going to pull one more on this ace to see if we can find another sort of connection here. And the Ten of Pentacles is showing family. So if you have been working together or relying upon people who are not sort of in your family, it looks like those connections might begin to break. And the golden rope is going to be any sort of stability that you can get from your family, and also just sort of taking responsibility onto yourself. All right. Well, let's just see what else the tarot would like to say about this specific shift. This looks like it might be a trying time. We get a Six of Cups, so this is going to look like a time from the past. So it looks like a lot of the factors that are in here have actually happened before, and this is going to be similar to that. And especially if we're looking at this family stuff, this might also be talking about revisiting places that you've been in the past. This might be like going to your fucking childhood home or whatever. But it looks like there is some power there. So if you haven't been to a place that is connected to your family for a long time, it looks like there is some wisdom or something to be gained from sort of reconnecting with that. Um, that is what we have right here. Now, if you would like to see this from a specific angle, then you can subscribe to the Patreon for as little as $5 a month, and then you can request topics or request specific angles or whatever. But that's what we have for now, and peace.